Okay, we're back. Thanks for bearing with us. Simon's just gone to the toilet, but he'll be back.
I feel
like a newsreader.
I'm still slapping my imps.
Okay.
Slap those imps.
They're still mining out. You see, they're mining out this area of the dungeon. See, you could kind of create your own dungeon stuff in here.
Is that where the heroes come in?
Yeah, this is where they come in, and you've got to link this up to your main dungeon. So I can build all sorts of traps for them.
Right.
And if they, and you know, every time I kill a hero off, I get more gold. I get the gold that they got.
It's so clever, this actually, wasn't it? Like claiming all the land as yours, and then they build walls along it.
It was a lot of fun to develop, and there was a lot of, you know, the whole idea of picking up your resources and picking up your little people and interacting with them, slapping them. You know, it felt like a lot of my games though. It felt like it had one too many features in there. To be honest.
It was a bit ambitious.
Yeah, too ambitious, too much stuff. This is quite fun. If I can possess the fly.
There he is. He's over there.
Yeah, look at this. This is where it gets totally crazy. Where is he?
Oh,
so this is me. I can.
Very fast.
He's very fast.
There you go.
There you go.
So now
he's got this strange ocular vision.
Oh right, like fly vision.
Yeah, fly vision.
The details that you put in.
I know. It was mad.
It's almost unnecessary level of detail, isn't it? It's incredible.
It's why you would want to fly around a dungeon as a blue bottle fly.
But it's because you were passionate about it. You know, you thought, wouldn't it be awesome to put this feature in, and then it went in.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and that's what a small crazy development team kind of does.
They love doing it. They do it. It's what they do in the. You know, it must have been like. Yeah. You know, you did it for fun and a job and everything.
Yeah, and you kind of felt that, and this is a lesson you learn as a designer, you kind of felt, well, if it's not working, it needs more features, rather than if it's not working because it's something is slightly broken on it. So you learn a lot from your mistakes.
Show us some more questions.
Yeah.
Let's see what we've got. So, Peter.
Yes.
Theme Hospital sucked hundreds of hours from me and my brother when we were little.
Yeah.
Why don't we see games like the theme games anymore? I think
well,
that's the same answer, isn't it?
Here's an interesting point. Some people would say that those theme games were the early versions of things like Farmville and Cityville and stuff like that.
This is true.
But of course, without the free-to-get play, and so those games have that, and they are, you know, a lot of people still play Cityville every single day. I mean, for me, a lot of the game mechanics of some of those games seem to be so focused around getting money from, you know, the free-to-get play mechanic that it can feel quite demanding.
Yeah.
But I've recently loved playing this company called Supercell, who've done Heyday on the iPad and Clash of Clans, which I thought, you know, you can start seeing there's some real quality coming in there. I'm not saying that Cityville isn't quality.
I think there's a lot of games on. It's very difficult to identify what games are good on the iPad or iOS and which aren't. You know, because the Apple sort of charts the way that a lot of people get access to games, and often that's not really very reflective of quality.
No.
Apple charts always work in a strange way. There's like a hidden sort of cumulative thing. So things that have done well over a long period tend to stick.
Yes, tends to stick up there, and you know, there's some. The thing about it is that a lot of the best games that I've played on Apple haven't come from looking at the charts. Actually, I never do, because they are they're blocked with the most popular. They're from talking to friends. I mean, like one of the most charming little puzzle games that I played recently was called Tiny Bang Story. It was lovely.
Oh, I've heard of it.
So cute and nice and lovely, and one of the most sort of kind of hippie-ish games with sword and sorcery. Again, it was lovely, but I've never seen those in the charts.
Have you revealed to people where you keep your iPad? when you're out and about.
Well, where I solve the problem that everyone with an iPad has.
Everyone has this problem.
Everyone has this problem.
This is
When
good.
you're walking around, there's no handle on your iPad. What do you do if you're walking, going shopping, you've got nothing with you? Where do you put your iPad?
You don't have a bag, it won't
Don't
fit in
have
your
a bag.
pocket, it doesn't have a handle
You know,
to
you can
hold
get
on
these
to.
cases for it, but they don't have a handle or anything.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I realised, especially for men, I'm not sure this would work for women,
No, maybe not.
is that what I do is I tuck my iPad down the back of my underpants.
Down the back of your underpants.
Yeah.
Not even down the back of your jeans,
No.
trousers,
No,
but actually
yeah,
against flesh,
Skin,
skin,
yeah.
against your buttock.
Against my butter, and then I'm walking
Uh-huh.
along happily.
Yeah.
Very happily, and of course it has the extra benefit is that very rarely do people want to borrow my iPad.
No.
And if anyone irritates and FaceTimes you, you know, you
Yes,
can just.
I can just, I just
Forget to
leave
lock it.
FaceTime on. And there's a huge chocolate starfish.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Just make sure you don't sit
We're
down.
going back to your dog
Suddenly.
scene now, aren't we?
Oh my god.
Grief.
Oh dear.
Anyway, I'll FaceTime in the show to your show next week sometime.
Okay.
I'm going to look forward to that.
We'll have to check the feed before we put it live.
Maybe so, maybe so.
Check it's decent.
Were there any plugs or anything that you had left to do? Or
I mean, the only plug I've got is that we're running this immensely scary Kickstarter for all these games we've just seen here. We're recreating, taking all the mistakes out of these games, and we're trying to recreate and re-energize this God game genre. We've got a Kickstarter project going. It desperately needs your support. If you're interested in how games are developed, if you're fascinated with giving feedback, that's a suggestion we had just a few minutes ago. It'd be brilliant if you just go onto Kickstarter, type Kickstarter into a search browser, and you type Goddess, Godus. Anything that you give would be fantastic.
Is that the best way to reach you as well through that? The Kickstarter?
To reach me personally?
Yeah.
Oh, you can always email me if you want to. My email address is pmolyneux@22cans.com.
There we go. That's answered a couple of them. Thank you. Someone's sent a game pitch. You
Yes.
play an animal from the food chain. You explore. If eaten, you continue with that animal. You fail if caught by man.
If eat.
So how do you
I see.
progress?
Oh, I see.
So you start at the bottom of the food chain. You have to get
Yes.
eaten and
You
move
have
up
to
the
get
food
eaten,
chain.
and then you
possess
possess, and that's like
fungus in
Robotron.
ants.
It's like Paradroid. Do you ever play Paradroid?
No.
You see, you were asking me great games that should come back to life. Paradroid was one of them. You could possess these robots. I think it's a great idea.
And he
And one
possess a
day-
robot. It's just
It sounds
No,
like
this is a Paradroid game. You had to take.
but it's just a bag of oil and cogs and steel.
it sounds like the game Messiah, which was by Shiny. I remember that one.
There is one thing we should add.
Right?
If you, I don't think I've shown you this, but what we're doing to help with your charity is on eBay we are auctioning this amazing piece of jewellery, and what this is one of the people at 22's Can's father is the only person in the world that I know that can etch onto titanium, and he's created this piece of jewellery this is solid titanium
Can
with
we-
a diamond in the
Yeah, I'm going to
middle.
zoom in on that. Hold on.
And we're going to eBay that off. That's
Can you
probably
see the sparkles?
I'm just loading up the
sparkles.
camera now.
It's probably
yeah.
worth 300 or 400 quid. We'll
Keep that
so
going,
you
Simon.
think around about the
There we go.
hundreds for it. Anything we receive to that, we're going to put straight into.
Wow.
That looks
Use
incredibly
EB
cool.
Drive.
Yeah,
Well, thank you very much.
not at all.
So how do people find this auction? We don't know.
We'll sit down.
We'll let you know.
We didn't think that far.
I don't think that far ahead. I just expected one of you to buy it. I didn't think it would ever come to you.
Oh my god.
I'll put a bid on.
I will find out. Well, it's.
It's quite a mess. It's
Have you
quite a
done
mess.
it?
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, Peter. Let's have Simon's last two
Good for a lady.
game plans that he.
It's got a real diamond in it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on QVC.
Yes, that's right. You want to give me.
like over here.
Yeah, you've got to get your nails.
Buy
done.
one now. And you
My
get
nails
free,
are dreadful.
A free
They are
six-pack
absolutely
of... I'll do it,
dreadful.
give it here, you.
Here we go.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
So read out the last 2 game ideas you had, because
Yeah.
I think they were the better ones.
Oh.
I'm stealing one of
The
them.
last one was the best one of all, actually.
This is Lewis's phone, by the way. I don't have a picture of Lewis's girlfriend on my phone.
Well, I thought it was someone.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
Oh, good God, no. Never. So, an MMO set in a pitch black room, all the players have to vote to turn the light switch on, like a unanimous vote.
Right.
If one person votes no, the room isn't lit
Yes.
and one person dies. So one player is kicked from the game forever,
Okay.
permabanned. And the big thing is, what is actually in this room? Are we ever going to see it illuminated? Because it takes just one person to troll and
Oh, so you're
to mess with
thinking-
people
Right.
and to
so
vote
if all
no.
the lights went off now, and I said, okay, I vote for lights on. What would you vote for?
Nope.
Why would you say no?
Cause
Because
chaos.
I like the mystery of being in the darkness.
Oh, okay. And what would you?
I'd vote, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's dark in here. I don't want to.
Sparkles?
Yes, yeah, definitely. 3 to 1.
Okay.
So
And
then
then
you die off.
one.
would you?
No,
We
a
roll the
random.
dice.
A person at random
Oh.
dies is permabanned
Curiosity.
from the room,
What's inside
I think
the
what
darkness?
should happen
and then the vote
then
continues on.
is we all vote, we'll secretly vote to kill someone off in the room.
Maybe this is the sequel,
Yeah.
Luminosity.
Like Mafia. Oh, I think we just ended up
Luminosity.
with
Luminosity,
Mafia.
what's inside
Yes.
the darkness? That's
Luminosity, what's inside the
That's it.
darkness?
There we go.
There we go.
Get
That's
the last
copyright
one.
mine.
The last one. This is the,
The
best
last one.
Hold on to your pants. He came up with this one. This was a flash of inspiration.
These are ideas that I came up with when we were having sushi the other night, and this is the best one. This is the pick of the bunch. Game in which you play as a jelly bean.
Yes.
You have to discover what flavour you are
Yes.
without being eaten.
So what, other people have to nibble you?
Now
Without anyone eating you, you have to discover what flavour you are.
that does sound like kind of a Paul Daniels magic trick.
Am I blowing your mind, Peter?
Yeah. You're blowing something.
The
it's not
possibilities.
So again, we should come back to what you actually do in this game.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like you do very much other than sit there and.
Well, I mean,
So does a jelly bean come up and you look at it? Or do you lick? your
you are the
screen?
jelly bean,
Yes,
so it's like first
okay.
person.
Take me through it.
You're
Yeah.
bouncing around as a jelly
Yeah.
bean.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Give us a demonstration.
Boing, boing, have a jelly
Yeah,
bean,
yeah.
boing, boing. Now, does a jelly bean have eyes? Are they able to find a mirror? Can they look in the mirror and see what colour they are? Is that a clue as to what flavour they might be? Do they have to find the person who made them and say, do you know what flavour you made me? I think it's quite deep. There's a lot of layers to this, and it's not just about being a jelly bean. It's about being a person.
Oh, you mean it's an indictment on today's society and how, if you were a pink spotted jelly bean, it would say something about society in
Yeah.
general.
And maybe there's a love story element to it, and you have to find a complementary flavour.
I think there's a lot of maybes, there's a lot of questions, and for me, that's the worst game idea I think I've possibly
Oh
had.
my
I'm
As well.
out.
I'm out.
So which do you think was the better idea?
Well, I think I'll stack rank them. I think the number one,
Dog
I
one
think was
probably,
the
isn't
was
it?
the dog one.
That's the strongest.
Yeah,
one.
strong. Always like dogs and stuff.
Mm.
The plant one, surprisingly, I think there's some.
Wow, League of Legends.
Yeah,
we use
I
the sun.
like me being the wind and you being the cloud and you being the sun.
Very
and
generous
us all coming together and
good.
helping the planet.
that.
Very
a bit of
generous.
Gaia. And then what was the
You got
the
Cookie
black
Mama,
room
Black
one?
Room.
That sounds like it'd be over in like 3 seconds flat because. With 4 of us in a room. If it was about saying 10,000 people in a room
Mm.
and we all vote, and
Well,
then what happens
yeah.
when there are 9,000?
I think it's like that rather than a LAN game. I don't
Yeah,
think
Yes.
with
It's got to work
two
with thousands of people,
Yeah,
and there would always be one troll until
Yeah.
it gets down to the.
until it gets down to one person. And what if they, at the very end, vote no? Then we
Just
would never know what was in the
what's
darkness.
room.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
Wow, there you
So
go.
then that one, and then last the jelly bean one was quite
You
blatantly.
didn't like that one, did you?
The jelly bean one was after you'd had the sushi when you're thinking about eating something sweet because you wouldn't.
We
want
liked
to
that
sweet.
one. We thought that was a really good idea, the jelly bean. We were like, this
Well,
is
find out
amazing.
what I think it is amazing, but I just don't know what you do in it other than look at a jelly bean.
Well, you know, maybe you,
What
as a
more
game
is there to
designer,
life?
could work that out.
Oh, you're giving me the problem, are you?
Wow.
Right.
Well, look, Peter,
yeah.
thank you very, very
No,
much for coming. It's been an
Absolutely,
absolute
I've
pleasure to have
really
you
enjoyed it, and thank you very much. And please, let's hope you get to your token. What number you're at now?
What are we
here. Well,
at?
with you here, we're now at nearly £50,000,
Wow,
Peter.
that's pretty impressive, isn't it?
So, crikey, that is an enormous amount of money. So I think we've done about 3,000 since you came on the stream.
Really.
So thank you everyone for donating. Peter, best of luck with Goddess
Not at all. We need all
and
the
everything
luck
else you do.
we can have. And you know, I watch. Me and my son watch the show every week, and we'll be continue to do so. We're great, enormous
Is
fans.
your son watching, you think?
I was very disappointed to find that my son is actually down a disco.
He's
What?
down
Yeah.
a disco.
He's
Do they
down at the disco.
With girls?
Oh
my God.
I think you know.
In the 70s.
I'm mortified by this. I thought I'd be at the computer.
He can watch
watching
the
this.
VOD back later. It's fine.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
the same, is it?
Well, look,
That's
yeah,
not the
we'll
same.
activate it.
Wow.
So there we go.
Priorities.
Dreadful.
Anyway,
Well-
straight to bed for him when he
Yeah.
get home. I can tell you.
Wow.
No Jaffa cake for him.
No,
No bedtime Jaffa.
no bedtime dinner. He's got quite a lot because you lost those.
Oh, yeah. Damn, I forgot about
No,
that.
I'm not going to take your Jaffa cakes.
Back on the train.
I'll allow you to take a pack with you. You can take a pack
I
with
couldn't break up your huge Jaffa tube.
Oh, this is a tearful moment, everyone.
Now, am I right in saying that is one huge tube of Jaffa cake?
Sure is.
you. It's pretty big, isn't it?
Or
It's
is it
pretty big.
just a blatant way of selling 3 packets of Jaffas all strapped together?
5
For
in
4
there.
times the price.
5?
It's 5 packs.
Filling there
So
we go.
5 boxes of Jaffa cakes?
Yeah.
As opposed to one huge tube of Jaffa cakes?
No, they're like separate, like the packs. So it's in like 12 at a time, just in a larger box.
I'm mortified by that. That's just blatant way of overcharging for 5
Well, no, I
packs
think
of
it's
Jaffas.
I think it's cheaper than just buying them individually. So, you know,
Really?
you're saving money
Yeah,
by
but-
buying more.
I mean, here I am, Christmas Day.
Yeah.
You know, I unwrap my huge Jaffa tube. What am
Yeah.
I expecting? I'm expected to open the tube up and to be showered by Jaffa's cakes. But instead, I open the tube up and there's a packet of Jaffa
You're gonna have
cakes.
to open them individually
No.
and then shower in them.
Rubbish. Jaffa new cakes needs to think again. They should have mini Jaffas. They should have huge Jaffa cakes.
Like a mixture of them, all in
No, I think
something
they should
like a
do-
firework thing, and then you launch them into the air,
Yeah, and you
then
have
they
to
fall
sit
on you.
there like seals and. How did we get onto this?
I have
was
no
gonna say
idea.
goodbye. I better go.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss my train.
You're going to miss your train. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
We're going to cut the stream for a little bit.
We're
We're going
gonna
to say
cut-
goodbye to Peter.
Me and Martin are going to cover the stream probably for a little bit,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll see you there.
See you in a little bit.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.